Good morning, kids. It is Sunday, May 10th, 2026. It's, I don't know, 7 something in the morning. The whole house here is asleep. And they got a house full of, I don't know, a dozen or so sleeping folks. I'm the first one up. And I'm thinking, man, it's like 7:15 almost. Everybody's already missed the best part of the day. So anyhow, Ben and Charleston Meadows here. Project Got Your Back Retreat. Yesterday, absolutely amazing, man. I can make you kids a 20-minute video on just yesterday, but I don't know, you kids would think I was bragging or something, because this isn't real life. This cannot be my life. I get to wake up and do a ruck march, a half dozen guys. Pro tip, a ruck march, that's just veteran speak for a dang nature walk. We just went for a little hike through the woods, about 3 miles. We called it a ruck march because, oh, tough guys. Makes it sound cool. Anyhow, then I went kayaking on this lake behind me. Actually, kind of surrounded by this lake, out on a point, surrounded by this water. But yeah, I did some kayaking after that ruck march. That was fun. It's peaceful. Getting out in the middle of the lake, and I did some yoga, some upper body yoga stretches when I was out there for about, 15 minutes. Just kind of meditating. And then I had breakfast with the guys, and a good friend of mine came over, stopped over here. A guy named Ryan Reichert, awesome guy. I have to tell you kids more about him some other time, but he stopped by because he was in the area and he's a veteran, and he timing worked out great, so he came over here and got to hang out for a while. And then we had a group, some of our group meetings, whatnot. We were talking about how do we engage more with veterans, talk about the veteran suicide issue a little bit. And I just got on my phone. I started texting guys, all the ones that other veterans that I knew that I'd worked with through this organization, that I'd, met over the past couple of years. And neat little thing happened. One of them, he ended up coming out here. She's like, well, sure, I got nothing else going on today. May as well come out. And he's been struggling with isolation. I mean, she doesn't leave his apartment or his house very much. And him getting out here, hanging out with some guys, sitting around his campfire right here last night till 1 a.m, laughing. It's a big deal for some of these guys. It's a big deal for him. And hopefully he'll have made a friend or two yesterday, and that he'll be able to, keep doing stuff like this. Because for these folks, for folks like me, this is the kind of stuff that keeps us going. We don't do well just working 9 to 5 every day with no sense of purpose. So that was really neat. And then, of course, when he got here, and the guys were already here, and over half these guys I knew from working with them previously, but a couple of new faces the guys got to meet were really awesome. Like last night after dinner, we just went out on these. There's 140 acres, I guess, of trails through the woods. Just went on these golf carts, cruising around, and then had a bonfire, and the guys were up late. And the really neat thing too that happened during the midst of this day, a kid who's in inpatient in treatment. I mean, she's basically at a I don't know what you want to call it here. It's a treatment center. Kind of like a little clinic, like a hospital where you go sleep overnight. He's there learning about how to not drink, right? How to stop drinking, dealing with alcoholism. So that's a garbled way to say it, huh? Sorry, kids. I don't know a slick, kid-friendly way to explain alcoholism and inpatient treatment. I'll work on it. Anyhow, this kid called me yesterday, and because he's looking for somebody to help him go through the 12 steps that he needs to work through. He needs to work with somebody who's a little bit experienced and can kind of hold his hand and show him how to get through the 12 steps of a program to make it so you don't drink anymore, to what we call recovery. And so amidst that whole busy day yesterday, when he called me at 1:30, and he called me at 1:30 sharp, which impressed me. Made me think that maybe this kid's going to have a chance, because he said he was going to call at 1:30, and he actually called at 1:30. Matching actions with words. It's a big, big deal, matching actions with words. Talk more about that later, but this kid did that. So I stepped away from all this busyness and excitement and good stuff going on here to sit with him for an hour and talk through a couple pages of a book with him and kind of gave him some homework. And sure enough, this kid, after that call, text message, just checking the list off his homework that he had. So the neat thing for me was, amidst a weekend where I'm at a volunteer organization doing retreat stuff that we do, amidst working with a kid in person, getting him out of social isolation, getting him to come down and integrate, socialize with some people, on top of the own fun that I'm having selfishly, getting to kayak and go on hikes with friends, see cool sunsets, getting to have all this enjoyment, relaxation. On top of all that, I get a chance to step away and do a little bit of service for someone else, to help somebody else. It was an amazing day, packed full of service. And I wasn't one time in here thinking about, oh, me, poor me, poor me, poor me. I wasn't in here thinking about how frustrating and miserable things are for me. I was busy helping out others. And man, it was one of the best days I've had in a long time. So hopefully today, Mother's Day, you kids will get a little bit out of here, a little bit into doing something for your mother, for your grandmothers. Anyhow, love you kids. We'll talk soon.